All right, here we go. Let's go Gun Far, Simon Right Nasty, Z Riz, F Whirly Bird, Alert Scarecrow. All right, use a little cadence here. All right, you ready?
Are you sure about this?
Absolutely. I mean, this is the best way to focus on football, right? So get your eyes on the safety, be vocal out there.
Yes, Coach. I mean, Uncle E.
It's better.
Green 18. Green 18. Omaha? To Hunt.
All right, there he is. There he is. Now!
Boom!
Touchdown! Now that's why you're in the game.
EA Sports. I'm in the game.
Whew. You know, we could have just run 4 verts.
Street, that boy say he in the game, fighting for his life. What's up with you, dog? 33 and counting, man. Y'all welcome to Hayes Street. What's going on with y'all, man? I'm Coach Hayes. That's my dog over there, D Street. My bad, dog. I had to mute, but my bad. Go ahead, dog. My bad.
I'm fighting for my life.
So, man, what you think about it? I guess he kind of held out a little bit about coming to the game. And, you know, I guess they had to work out because of who he is, the family and everything else. But I guess they got it worked out. And there it is. He's in the new NCAA game. I guess it's coming out next week, I think.
Right. What do you think that was, though? Like, what do you think his pause was? Let's talk about that. Like, why do you think
financing?
Huh?
Finance. Listen,
explain to the people,
bro. Financially, listen. I'm Arch Manning. My uncle is Eli and Peyton Manning. My granddaddy is Arch Manning.
Right.
We football royalty, so we had to make sure we work out the logistics. Ain't gonna be no $200 in a video game for me. No, right. Sir, not me.
Right. Now, here's my question.
I was just going to say, in your favorite word, they used their leverage.
Right. Here's my question. Do you think Cam Ward could have did this?
No.
Do you think Reuben Bain could have did this?
No. I mean, they could have tried it. What I'm saying,
think about it.
No. What I'm saying is, could they have done it? Yes, they could have done it, but I don't think it has the same impact as what Arch Manning because of the lineage. Again, I'll say this: if he was Tom Manning, he couldn't have. He'd be in the same boat as Reuben Bain and them. You know what I mean?
Tom who?
Tom Manning instead of Arch Manning. He was Tom. He was Timmy Manning. You know, poor little Timmy out there. He's just another dude. So you know, it's like one of them things you take it or leave it. But because who he is, the name, and what goes along with it, that's where the leverage is. It's just like, you know, anything else.
In the comment section, who's the best player on your favorite college team? Type them in the comment section and tell me if you think that guy could have held out and had negotiated with EA Sports. Reuben, I got a different take on this, Hayes. I think sometimes these businesses have been doing business with the I don't want to say peasants, with us, the regular. They've been doing business with the regular people for so long, right?
Okay.
Right. That they just play a game of low ball offer. And they've been winning, and they win so many times because nobody knows how to play that game, right? That game of, oh no, it's not. You know, Jess Hilarious talks about it on the Pivot, bro. Real good conversation she had on the Pivot about the radio station and how she said, oh no. Nobody ever says, oh no, back to the machine for the most part, right? I honestly, okay, we got Harold Perkins, Zaquan, Barry Sanders could have. Hayes, I honestly believe any one of these stars on any one of these teams puts a dent into what college football NCAA is trying to do. And they would have set out, and I think they'd pick up the phone with nobody watching and be like, "Hey, Ruben Bain home?" Like, hey, bro, listen. But nobody ever wants to negotiate, or nobody thinks they ever have the leverage, because it's almost like, do I take the crumbs or do I go back? You know what I'm saying? Do I go back?
It's like the 360 deal in rapping, dog. Everybody knows it's a bad deal, but they take it. Why? Because they think they can beat the house, right? It's like going to the casino. You think you could beat the house. And so, to your point, I do believe in what you're saying. However, I believe there's strength in numbers. If Ruben Bain, if everybody from these teams come together and decide to sit out or hold out, now you have strength in numbers, right? I always talk about this in teaching. If one teacher decides to strike, they'll fire them. But if all 10,000 employees of the school system decide to strike, you can't fire everybody.
You can.
Right.
No,
but
they're going to have to get AI robots to teach the school.
A perfect example. You worked in the prison, right, and you don't like the way the conditions are for the officers in the prison, right? And you go out there with your one picket sign. Heck no, we got to go. Guess what? You right. You do got to go. Bye, D Streeter. But if all y'all decide to walk out that prison at the same time and nobody's there to watch the inmates, you will be hurt.
That's where unions came from, right? That's where work unions came from, right?
I'm not a work union expert, but I am an expert, if y'all know what I'm saying, and I believe so.
Yeah, I believe it's what prompted NIL. I believe Northwestern, the smart school, saying, "Hey, listen, we finna start a union. We're about to unionize." I believe them said that prompted all of this NIL, NCAA being sued. I think it started it all, and they didn't even get a chance to fight.
Right.
So we know that's one way to do it, but I honestly believe I know for a fact that Cam Ward could have said, any starting quarterback in the college football could have said, "Man, I ain't doing that," and they would have called and negotiated. Now, probably would have been different prices, but the thing is, as a 19, 21, 22-year-old kid, right? You being in that game, is a big deal.
It's important. It's important. It's important.
They saying the game is attached to their social media. Bro, we talking about something. We talking about Total Recall type shit. Y'all don't know what Total Recall is. We getting there, dog. They talking about the game being attached to their social media.
Yeah, 3 of them street on Total Recall. When the Total Recall, old girl had 3 of them, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, 3 of them bad boy.
We talking Total Recall. What was the name of Vanilla Sky? We getting there, bro. Cause so I understand a 22-year-old kid wanting to be a part of the game, but from a business standpoint, because business is so uncomfortable. It's like, do you tell EA Sports no? Well, the Mannings will. Marvin Harrison and his gangster ass daddy will. We could shake hands and play the game later. We can laugh and joke and play tournaments later, but we gonna get to this business. And y'all ain't finna $500. Y'all ain't gonna $500, 1,300 yards, 80 catches. Y'all ain't finna $500 him, and that's it's uncomfortable though, dog. It is.
But it's only uncomfortable for us because it's not for them. I'm gonna tell you something that's funny. I'm gonna tell you what's funny.
All the have-nots.
No, that's what I'm saying. I don't mean us as black folks. I'm not saying us as black folks, but I'm talking about people outside of the company. I mean, so here's what I'm saying, Street. It's amazing how a company, and I'm gonna tell you how they always use their leverage. It's amazing that a company feels like you need to put your 2-week notice in because it's respect. That gives us time to find somebody else. But they fire you out that day. They don't give you 2 weeks. They don't give you 2 weeks to find your next job.
Pack your shit.
That day, and they got the sheriff standing there with HR, making sure you don't take none of their property,
Pack your shit.
bro. And so you're right, but again, I'm gonna go with strength in numbers, and they play on. When I say they, I'm talking about companies and bigger entities play on the how do I want to say? I'm gonna just call it the hunger of people. I go back to the rappers. I go back to even the artists. Taraji Henson was talking about what she got paid for movies. She took it, but guess
She
what?
took it.
But she had no choice. She probably didn't have no choice. She got family to take care of, a kid to take care of. So, and they know that, right? It's not like, see, the difference is you got to remember, Peyton Manning and them don't need your money. You need them. They don't need you. See, and that's the difference. Most times people who have money is not the motivator for them. But when you don't have anything, money is your motivator. That's what gets you moving. That's what helps you move along. So I may take less, hoping I can make more down the line. And the companies know this. But to you giving Peyton Manning and recognition, he already got recognition. He Archie Manning. I don't need recognition. I don't need to be in the game. Like even, Harold Perkins, he a bad boy, but he's not a household name when it comes to the Mannings, right?
Right.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, man. It's business is like I said, business. I'm by myself. Oh, so I'm by myself. I will get a Coach Hayes mama joke in, man. Hey, man, Coach Hayes mama so black.
How black is she? Yeah.
Coach Hayes mama so black when she wearing the skin. I look up, I'm gone. I might well give me a mama joke in. But no, bro.
It just got kicked out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. So yeah, man, it's definitely I honestly believe that a lot of kids could have negotiated. They just won't, and they just know that the masses won't. They create situations to where it's not saying Taraji P. Henson she can say no, right? But it's almost like say no, not knowing what they're going to say back. And I think a lot of times people don't test it. They don't. You may be their favorite. You may be their favorite choice, and they're like, man, we'll give her whatever, but we finna offer her this.
And here's what I'll tell you, Street. Now here's where the business comes in. Then you become Monique. She's difficult to work with. See, once you get that tag, now you get no more work in town. Like that's the game they play because you go to the table, you negotiate. And I thought in my mind, and I would just say Monique difficult to work with. But then when I hear the Tyler Perry voice recording she made, he's telling everything she said was true. Y'all want me to go to Europe and help promote your movie, but you don't want to pay me for those promotions. You want me to do all this extra stuff that wasn't in the original contract, but then you don't want to pay me for my time and effort.
Yeah, right.
That's when you become difficult. Oh, she's difficult because it's easy for the industry to say you get that she's difficult to work with tag. And then also the other piece is if Taraji doesn't take that role, then she's not seen by other maybe directors in that light for other additional role. It's so many layers to this, man.
The bottom line is anytime you parlay yourself into some money or something like that, you got to flip it into some ownership or something somewhere. So you have control of something. That's the bottom line. You can't play their game the entire. It's the same thing with kids getting recruited and they have a strong father figure or a strong business-minded person next to them. And the first thing the fan base starts saying is that, oh, they're about money. Oh, they're about, like that's the first thing they start saying. Oh no, I heard that daddy a-hole. No, Cam Newton daddy asked for $1 million.
1 year natty. Guess what? Because here's the thing: one Gus Malzahn the natty, and that $1 million. Guess what? Made Gus multi-millions over his career.
Gus won the natty and went right back to the negotiation table and was like, "Hey man, I think I deserve my money, right?
I just brought y'all a natty to the program. That's right,
right. So let's make it normal. Let's normalize it not being uncomfortable to ask for what you worth.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah. Let's normalize that. Because I know it's uncomfortable because you're not used to doing it, and then a lot of times people come from different backgrounds, nothing, and they just gonna take what's in front of them. But yeah, the people who just getting in here, we're talking about Arch Manning finally deciding to be into the game, and we're assuming that it was because, hey, he was like, hey, listen, man, we're not doing that for $500. The backup quarterback, the backup quarterback negotiated. Hayes, like we talk about Cam Moore, the backup quarterback negotiated. He's not even a starter.
Bro, you're 1,000% right, man. And if anybody doesn't listen to, y'all can say what you want to say about his music. I was a No Limit Soldier, like, good man. Listen, I had all the albums, and I was smart on his behalf, putting out one song that you just had to have on everybody disc. So I mean, you had to go keep spinning that 1999, and he put a bunch of them on one album. But Master P talked about walking out of there, right, when they offered him that $1 million. Say he going to lunch. Him and C Murder jumped on the plane. C Murder like, bro, they want $1 million. He like, nah, bro. If he can give me $1 million, he can give me $2 million. So it takes some guts, and it takes what do you call it?
Great story, dog. It's a great story.
What do you call it? FOMO.
Fear of missing out. Yeah.
Think about it, Street. You work so hard. You done sold records out the back of your trunk. You done did all these little nightclubs for $20. It's like the comedians. You done did all this, did all that, and then they ask you to wear a dress. I mean, that's how they do you, though. And they ask you to wear a dress, and you like, bro, I'm tired of, I go in there and perform for $25 a night, at these little comedy clubs, and then I finally get a chance to be in a movie, but they want me to act like Madea. Like it's so. Yeah, that's what it is. Let me do this demo right quick. Gregory Davis for the $10. Should high school coaches get paid for each kid they put in Division I program? You know what? I like that question. We're going to get right back to it, but let me do the proper intro, man. We in San Cabo right now, man. Y'all check it out. We took the PJ. Yeah, we took the private jet over here, man. We chilling, man. We are drinking some cervezas right now. Some cane juice. For all y'all haters out there, we having a good time, man, just chilling. But just let y'all know where we are today. And I guess the topic of today is, oh, you finished, Street? I'm sorry, man. I'm just talking because I was looking at the time. But go ahead.
San Cabo. For the people who don't know what he's talking about, man, that's where we at, man. When y'all looking at the background back there, man, if you look really hard, man, you might see some skin back there, man. But that's what he's talking about, San Cabo. But look at that. Look at that scenery back there, bro. The hell?
Hey, man, that's
you
what
got
it
a
is.
Pool sitting on a lake, sitting on some mountain, man.
On the ocean with the Carnival Cruise Line. See the Carnival Cruise ship right there? See the Carnival Cruise ship.
Yeah. Man, I need to get out more.
Matter of fact, Street, me and you, we got to have a meeting with management, dog, because they try to lowball us on this one. And I took them to the negotiation table because I ain't had a fear of missing out. You understand me?
No, bro. I mean, to wrap it up, I mean, the Master P story is true. Like they said when Cash Money was walking around, Cash Money was asking for $25 million in 1997. And the way Russell Simmons explained it was, this is a funny one, Case. He said that they were so inexperienced, right? He didn't call them dumb, right? But he said they were so inexperienced that they're what they didn't know, plus the cojones, plus who they thought they were, led them to a number of $25 million. He said what they were asking for had never been done before, but people was willing to listen. Now think about that.
Yeah. No, you listen, bro.
Think about this. He said that they were asking for something. They didn't even really know how to explain it. They didn't know. He said, but they wanted $25 million because I think what Cash Money knew was this.
Mm-hmm.
These companies got it.
Yeah.
And what they offer us, they're gonna offer us $50,000 for the purse, but they're gonna sell it for $2,000. They got it, so we gonna ask for it. And if they don't, we right back to New Orleans making the videos, shooting them myself until somebody come. Because and dog, what Universal gave them? $25 million.
Yeah. And they got it. $25 million ain't nothing to Universal. Now, it's a big investment if it flop, but we believe in us. We need $25 million. If you believe in us, if not, we'll go to Interscope or whatever. I don't know the record companies, Sony or whatever. But yeah, bro. Like, I don't know.
They do got it, man. But they still somehow they still make the teammates feel like, hey, Tom Brady, don't take all the money, man. You ain't gonna be able to get no wide receivers. And it's like,
right.
$5 billion. Like we arguing about what? $8 million? The team worth $5 billion? What?
Bro, $8 million is peanuts in the billion. When you start talking billions, we talking peanut. I always tell people this. Like people, I know people do know, but $999 million plus one more million make $1 billion, and do that 5 times. Matter of fact, we just said yesterday, do that 45 times.
45 times.
A lot of mercy.
Who that was worth $45 million? Oh, Phil Knight from Oregon.
Phil Knight. That's a lot of tennis shoes out there in the streets. But anyway, man, let's get into this thing, man. Shout out to Gregory Davis for the $10 real quick. Should high school coaches get paid for each kid they put in Division I program? No.
What would the money? Right. Okay. Talk on that. Hey, go ahead.
I disagree. How do I say this, man? As a coach, I know you're going to. I believe high school coaches should definitely get paid more, and they should get paid from the schools more.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I say that? Is because I'll say this: you should get paid maybe by the kids you put in school. I'll say that. Now, Division 1, 2, 3, whatever, you should get some kind of incentive for doing that. Because again, people don't realize how hard it is to put D1 kids in school. We get accustomed to the Centrals, the Northwesterns, those kind of schools, the Matter Days and X, Y, and Z. But there are hundreds and hundreds. Dog, when the last time a D1 kid came out of every school in Dade County, maybe Coral Reef or this? I'm not saying there hasn't been, but it's always few and far between when you think about a whole state full of high schools. So no, but if you do put a kid in college, I do believe that a coach should be at least recognized for it, bro. Because I'll tell you a quick story about Dade County.
Go ahead.
Dade County, GMAC, the Greater Miami Athletic Conference, they used to put out a program with all of the kids that got college scholarships, right? It did nothing. They wouldn't give us money. They wouldn't even give us the day off to go to the conference in January. They wouldn't pay for anything, no per diem. They wouldn't. At that time, we had DVDs. We were buying blank DVDs in the tower. Remember the tower, the 10 tower TV DVDs and stuff?
Of course.
We would buy that out of our own pocket just to help these kids get in college. But yet they want to take the credit and post how many kids from the GMAC got college scholarships. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing that's happening now. Why high school coaches don't get paid more? Because they pull on the heartstring. If we decide to strike, where do all of these kids go to college?
So you said they did what? Explain that second part again.
Okay, so at the end of the year, say you had a list of 5 kids, Central had 10 kids, Northwestern had 8 kids. You send that list into the GMAC of all the kids that receive college scholarships. They would then post that like in like some publication, whatever they, or put on the website or whatever it was, wherever they post it, as if it was them. Now, yes, we work for them, but they did nothing to help us do that. They didn't buy blank DVDs. They didn't even, bro, we would have to take our own personal sick time or personal leave to go to the convention in January, wherever it may be. So I'm just saying they did very little, but yet they took the credit.
Is there a program in the comment section? Is there a program in high school that puts more kids in college than the football program?
No. Nope. I can tell you that offhand. I know that right off big. Nope.
Okay. What's the value?
Most cases.
Huh?
I would say
what's the value of a kid going to college from a high school? Is there a stat somewhere? Is there something somewhere that gets the school more? Like, you know what I'm saying? What's the value?
Really just recognition. I don't believe there's any monetary value in the sense of like they get paid if I'm answering this correctly or understand it correctly, but it does give you a school recognition. Think about it. People wouldn't know Northwestern outside of football. People wouldn't know Central outside of football, right? What else do they do in this? And I'm not saying they don't do great things, but we know what football does. St. Thomas, Mater Dei. I've never heard of Mater Dei out there in California, or John Bosco, or St. Thomas, or St. John, if it wasn't for football.
When Nick Saban comes to your school, does it affect the vice principal, the principal? How do they act when Nick Saban comes to your school?
It depends. Some
on who the principal is.
They hate sports.
Why?
Hate it. Maybe they weren't getting beat up by the jocks in school. I don't know. Some people don't understand the value in it. Some people think everybody's supposed to be just a book nerd, which you can have both. You can live in both worlds. Some people don't understand it, nor do they appreciate it. And remember, in order for him to fly to your school, he has to get approval. You don't just fly to the school because it's an open football field there. That's private property. So you got to get that approved. You don't just, hey, Nick Saban come in here in 5 minutes, he landed the plane. No, you got to get that approved. So I guarantee some principals did not approve it or told the people downtown. They got to call their area superintendent. It's a chain of custody here. Now private schools are different, like St. Thomas. But if when he flew to Edgewater and Kirby Smart flew to the Jones High School, bro, you don't just fly on these people's property. They're like you saying, hey, I'm going to the Alabama game this week. Let me land at the 50-yard line for the game, and then they just going to drop me off and you take off. It don't work like that. Yeah. It don't work that way.
Yeah, that's a weird thing. If there's no program that puts more kids in college than football, then it goes back to how we started this conversation. Sometimes you got to push the check back over there and be like, hey man, we ain't taking that. And it's the same thing with the coaches. I know Luther Campbell tried to get the coaches in Dade County to join together, Dade and Broward, and some people just didn't understand it. He tried to get them to be on one accord for leverage for getting college jobs, or for a lot of different things. But when it comes to getting paid, it's the same thing we just talked about. They got to join together and say, hey, listen, this don't make sense.
Nobody wants to be that. Okay, so to your point, and I think I mentioned this before, we did that way back. I keep bringing up Wesley Frater. He worked with Nike, Tournament of Champions, TLC. Shout out to Wesley Frater. He helped out so many inner city schools. He used to have a Dade and Broward game on Martin Luther King weekend, right? At that time, only one going. Big deal, right? Sold out. GMAC and the Miami Dolphins got together and did one at the same time, the same exact weekend.
Mhm.
So we, as black coaches, got together, we met, and we all met down at an office building and said, we're not going to send any kids to the GMAC Miami Dolphins Dade Broward game. We're going to support Wesley Frater. They got wind of it, sent an email to every principal in the county and said, if you do not give names to this all-star game, you need to fight. The coaches could be fired. Get what the coaches did. Sent kids to the other all-star game. And guess what? Because they were a bigger conglomerate, they ate up Wesley Frater, and he ended up having to move his date like towards around Christmas time. And then it was never the same. So big bank take little bank. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Cheryl Gold. I think it was Cheryl Golden. I want to say Twan Russell was a part of that because Twan Russell was over high school athletics and whatever. I mean, high school liaison between the Dolphins and high schools. But like, that's the kind of stuff that happens, man. But people are afraid to lose their job. But if we all stuck together, you ain't gonna fire every coach. But nobody wants to be the one to get shot. Nobody wants to be the one to get shot.
Yeah, I mean, that goes real deep. So listen, bro, let's get this thing popping, man. We in here to talk about, that gets real deep. We're in here talking about high school, which state produces the most high school talent? Like which state produces the most talent? And we got to get into this conversation, man. There's 4 states that come up, right, Hayes?
Typically, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 4 states: Florida, Georgia, right?
Mm-hmm.
Texas, and Cali.
That's right.
Yeah. But when you start talking per capita, there's a few more states that get thrown in there.
True story.
When you start talking per capita, like per size of the state, because Cali is just a country. Like Cali is on its own. It's like its own country. It's so big. Texas is so big. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
This conversation kind of started. Cam Newton said it was Georgia a few weeks ago. Lamar Jackson came out this weekend on 305 Sports, said it was Florida. But you know what I'm saying? I think it's, well, I ain't gonna say I think. I got the stats right here in front of me. It's Texas, right? Because of it's Texas. The way it's ranked in front of me is Texas, Cali, Florida, Georgia, Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And it's numerous different things, reasons they say Texas. But when you start getting into number of NFL players by state, Texas 214, Cali 198, Florida 192, Georgia 124, Ohio 98. Does the Ohio surprise you?
No. Ohio's got good football, but in spurts. Ohio has got good football. The thing about those Midwest states like that, football has been around a lot longer, especially than Florida. You know, when you go in those colleges and you look back and you look at like the history that they have all over the walls, we talking about 1919, 1927. You know what I mean? We got over 100 and something years of football. Florida is relatively young in regards to football, but no, it doesn't surprise me that good football doesn't come out of it, but it's just not in abundance.
Right. So in the comment section, I got a question. Let's see if you can come up with this answer. Which high school program has put the most players in the NFL? In the comment section. Let's see if we can get somebody. Maybe we can give away something, Hayes, to the person that comes up with the first answer.
Without Googling it, you got 10 seconds. Because
I don't even think you got a whole bunch of crabs now. You got Google, you got ChatGPT, you got all types of crap you use now. So I think we just got to see who Googles the fastest at this point, right? Glade Central. Oh, God,
we got that.
Fast.
Nah, that's not highest. That's not the highest.
No, that ain't the highest. It was the answer right here. It was fast.
Long Beach College. Shout out to Adam B. Adam B in the Discord, man. Shout out to Adam B.
That was fast. Okay. So who could name the next two? Long Beach Poly is number one with 60 plus players in the NFL. Man, Long Beach Poly doesn't even, they don't run Cali when it comes to football, right? You hear them out a day. They must be running for a long time.
Yeah, it's a historical program. Yeah, if you probably go back and look at those names, a lot of them probably back in the 30s, 40s, 50s when it was the mainstay. You know, it probably was the only high school. And it also back then, you know, you had one school was a basketball school, the other school was the football school, you know, that kind of stuff, man. So,
so the next two, who could name number 2 and 3? Number 1 is Long Beach Poly out of California with 60 plus players. The next two, St. Thomas, right, is number 2.
Hold on, I got shout out to Bishop Sycamore.
No, you seen the documentary? They got a documentary about that. You seen that?
Nah, I couldn't waste my time watching that fooling. That's funny.
The dude is real interesting, dog.
I bet he is.
Nobody hasn't said the number 3 team yet.
So is Long Beach Poly private? I don't believe so. I don't believe Long Beach Poly is private. I may be wrong. Never been to California, so I have no clue. But I don't believe it's private. Fork Union. I don't know. Backyard University. Man, American Heritage just started going, Gregory. I remember, man, people used to run through American Heritage. Bro, even St. Thomas. Can I tell you, dog? Let me ask you this, Tree. You remember St. Thomas growing up? You remember St. Thomas growing up?
No, they had Mike Jordan. No.
Yeah, ain't nobody St. Thomas. So in Florida, private schools wasn't a big thing. Nah. And they had to make that decision. Like I always say, a school like Pace, if they ever decide they want football to be the thing to put them on the map, bro, Pace could be a killer, man. Pace right there.
If they ever decided
that they want football. Like, see, some of these private schools want to be known as an academic program. Come on, let's call it what it is. They don't want to give us the scholarships out of Carroll City, Opelika, Liberty City, Alapata, Overtown.
Right.
Because you're paying for your education. And this is what we're paying for. St. Thomas recently, let's call a spade, just recently started getting the boys out of Dade County, back there with the LaMarcus Joyners and those kind of guys. Chaminade comes around. You know, they did their thing. You know, shout out to what's the name of the school that closed down in Hialeah out there, man? Champagne Pagnette with the size of a corner store. There was an apartment complex. When I was at FIU, we went in there recruiting.
When I got to it, it wasn't even that.
Really?
Nah, it was like the size of a shopping mart. Like
it used to sit on that corner, and they had a courtyard, was a play area. It was an apartment complex, and you walk into like an apartment,
like a 1-story apartment complex.
No, it was 2 stories.
Oh no! It wasn't 2 stories when I got it. It was like it was like 3 duplexes put together when I got there.
Dang, it went down like that. Well, before they left, they racked up a couple of them, but yeah, man. Yeah. But Dillard used to be the thing though back in the day. Like Dillard was the school in Broward, I'm saying, because Dillard was equivalent to the West. Glade Central was big time. Yeah, man. Let me ask you this. Uh-oh. I thought I lost my dog. Do you think when you say the best in football, can we do it by position?
By position.
Quarterbacks. What state got the best quarterbacks?
Oh, Cali, right?
Cali. Wide receivers.
Florida, right? I would say
I don't
Florida.
know. It's off the cuff. I say Florida. Running backs.
Running backs. You got to ask the comment section on that one.
Y'all put in the comment section. Hey, real quick, I'm going to say some real nasty right now. It's going to be some nasty work right now. But y'all can hashtag argue with your mamas because I believe this to be wholeheartedly true. You ready?
What's up?
Georgia football has gotten better. Not saying it wasn't good, but Georgia football has gotten better because of natural disasters.
What?
Georgia football has gotten better. Not saying it wasn't already good, but it has gotten a lot better and more competitive because of natural disasters.
That's funny.
Think about this.
I know what you're saying.
The hurricane. Hey, Brian Sanders said, explain yourself, coach. All right, here we go. The Hurricane Katrina moved all them people from what? To Houston and Atlanta. Right? Out of Louisiana. Am I right?
Yeah.
And then a lot of people from down south moved to Georgia, right? Especially after Andrew and all of that stuff, moved to Georgia because the housing was cheaper and all of that Andrew stuff was going on. And there you go. There you go, Ellen V. Where you been, girl? People running away from a little hurricane. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying Georgia football got better. I'm not saying it was bad, but it got a lot better because people migrated to Georgia. Think about how many people you know that lived in Miami live in Atlanta right now. Come on, dog. I can name at least 25 people.
Yeah. You can name 25, dog?
Easy.
That's a lot.
Bro, easy. Moved up there because the housing was cheaper. Bro, back then you could buy a house for $150,000. Way bigger than what you had. And again, I'm speaking of Georgia, like, McDonough, all of that stuff, blah, blah, blah.
Nah, you might be on to something with that, Hayes. I never even thought about it, dog.
No, that's real. Even the coaches flocked there from Florida to Georgia because of the pay. Yeah. So, right there.
Yeah, I never.
700 from Florida. Yeah.
I never looked at it that way. I know Georgia. When they came down here and started mixing it up with Miami, that's when I realized that, oh man, they played unlimited football and they came down here and was beating Miami behind the youth football because they were unlimited. Their kids were bigger.
Yeah. Hold up, a Rose a day. Hold up, Rose. Put them up, and I mean right now. Put them up. You know Florida got the best football. You cut it out. And I mean right this minute. Cut it out, Rose. I know you might be a Texas girl, but you know Florida don't be playing them games. Now, here's what I will say about Texas. Texas is far beyond when it comes to supporting their coaches, light years ahead. The high school coaching association is ridiculous, bro. Like,
yeah,
we used to go to the conferences. They had their own room, like their own setup, like ballroom. You go in there, you drink, you have fun, this, that, and the other. And they are powerful. They were the ones, from my understanding, they were the ones that they were trying to get Lane Kiffin a job at Houston. And they said, if Houston give Lane Kiffin a job, y'all won't get another recruiter in the state of Texas. And guess what? They ain't hire Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
Now, what if the Miami coaches, South Florida coaches said, all right, University of Miami, if y'all hire Manny Diaz, y'all won't get one recruit. You know, University of Miami they said? You know what they would have said, Street?
What?
Hey, hire him and his brother. How about that? Let's see what they're going to do. Dog, they laughed in your face, dog. They laughed in your face. Truck and Chubby in the building. What's up with you, man? So, yeah. He jumping me, get him. No, I ain't jumping you, Rose. You know, put him up. Put him up. But, no, I say, now, the thing about California football, I think their private school game was way ahead of Florida. I remember when I had DirecTV, the first time I had real, like, you know, getting out of college, and your TV wouldn't work when it rained. When it rained, you had DirecTV, your TV wouldn't work. But I remember having these football channels, and I could watch football games anywhere, New York, wherever. And there was a school called Oaks Christian. Oaks Christian was a private school in California. And this school was kicking butt, bro. They had a running back named Mark Tyler, and he stayed with the Jimmy Clausen, I want to say. Jimmy Clausen. And Mark Tyler lived 60 miles away. He would stay with Clausen during the week. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at a lot of their private schools, like Mater Day that you hear and so forth and so on, those schools, they were ahead of their time outside of the public school system. So yeah, it was a lot different. Shout out to 716 people in the building and climbing, man.
That's
appreciate
what's up, dog. Make sure y'all go follow us on YouTube, man. Coach Hayes and the New Caneville YouTube. Make sure y'all go check it out. Hayes, read that tweet right there.
Man, I can't see that. Hold up. Frank Tucker. Hold up. Frank Tucker, who runs the Crib South Florida, is set to join Miami's recruiting department as a recruiting relations coordinator. Go ahead, Frank. Tucker has strong ties to South Florida community. Hey, shout out to Frank Tucker, man, a.k.a. the Crib in the building. Tony, what's up with you, boy? Hold up.
What's up with you, man? Why you smiling, dog?
Shout out to my man Frank Tucker, man. The Crib. You say y'all just, what you mean, Adam? Y'all just got somebody in ASU in y'all recruiting department. What ASU? Arizona State? I guess that's the ASU you're talking about, Arizona State.
He said, that's crazy. Y'all just sent somebody from ASU in y'all recruit department.
This is unfair. Y'all already killing me. If this is Coach K, I think it is. I thought Coach K was going to come on tonight on the Colorado, on the primetime talk show tonight. I thought he wanted to get in the kitchen if this is the same person, but it may not be him. He said he was willing to do it, but then I think he got cold feet. So I asked him to reach out to somebody else. Shout out to Clark. Maybe he might come through. But if not, I'm going to talk about Cam Ward and Shedeur Sanders and who I think is better. But, yeah.
Somebody said they hired like 3 people today. Does this go with the new coaching positions, like the coaches that unlimited staff?
As long as you can afford it. It's like the NFL model. As long as you can afford it. As long as you can afford it. Now, again, I don't know what their salary is going to be. They may give them a stipend, might give them season tickets, may give them $100,000. I don't know. Oh, this is Coach K. He says, cold feet, I call it a random act of kindness. Coach K, don't do that, man. Come on, man. Go to the kitchen. Let's enjoy a great conversation. I'll give you the best seat in the house, right by the bathroom. Best seat in the house. I told you come to the kitchen, baby. The atmosphere is beautiful. The food, exquisite. But that customer service, baby, it is terrible. Woo! But you come on by. Yeah. So anyway, Street Man, you got an I don't see how?
Yeah, I think I do got one.
Street over there doing his taxes. Speaking of that,
I think I do got one.
Boy, hey, real quick. Okay, Vernell Brown has put out his top 4. Just saw this an hour ago. Ohio State, Florida, Miami. Vernell Brown. Ooh-wee. I hear you, baby. Right here in Orlando. Oh my God. I had one today, but I can't find it. Oh, I know why. It's not on here. Who you got, man?
Let's see. You got you one?
Nah, don't be trying to steal mine.
Steal it.
I don't know. I just be
steal it.
talking. I do got one. I'll go first since I can knock this out real quick. Let me tell y'all something straight up. Y'all already know how I feel about Duke. Y'all know how I feel about Duke. And if we ever look like this, I got a problem. If we ever look like this, I got a straight problem. If we don't beat these people just for this right here, if Mario Cristobal don't use this as motivation to beat these people, bro, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to lose my mind. Look at this fool, man.
Why you call a man a fool, man?
Man, look at it, because he got on Duke stuff, man. Just the fact you got on Duke stuff. Man, you got on Power Ranger pants, a Duke hockey jersey. I don't know what this man got on, man.
But that man fly, man.
Man, he got on some LeBron 97s.
What?
I don't know, man. I don't know what this dude doing right here. Man got on some old the Coach Prime shade. What they call them? Blenders. Man, please. No, sir.
That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. He a fan of man. He just somebody that's shopping at the swap meet.
Bro, I don't care what he is. This man, look, hold on. I'm gonna show you something. This man chains don't even connect. He got a piece of paper going around his neck. He got the chains connected to the paper on his neck. Man, get this fool up out of here, man. Man,
where you found him at, though, dog?
Huh?
Where you found him at?
That fool out there. I don't know. He was somewhere around here on my doggone internet, man. Tearing up my bandwidth.
Your own see how it don't have a sponsor today, dog?
Oh, yeah. My I don't see how it's sponsored by The Kitchen. It's where you get all your good cooking from. And The Kitchen is not only, I want to make this clear, we don't only serve bison meat. We serve any kind. We got hurricane burgers. We got Blue Devil berries. We got Georgia Tech yellow jacket cake. We got Seminoles, Seminole spaghetti. We got bulldog brisket. We got Trojan truffles. whatever you want to talk about. It ain't only Colorado. It could be anybody. We got FIU. We got FIU Panther pancakes. We serve it all. We serve it all. So anybody, welcome. You're more than welcome. I had 2 people say they were gonna come. They backed out. So I got open reservation for the night if you like. Don't be scared.
You said Bulldog briskets.
Yeah, we got Bulldog brisket. Yeah, for Georgia Bulldogs, we got brisket. We got War Eagle elephant ears. You know what I'm saying? For all the War Eagles out there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I don't play. We serve it all up.
Hold on, here go my own see how. This own see how is brought to you by IOD Squad, man. Investor Dive. You've been wanting to get into investing every day, man. We on the Discord getting it in. We've been killing it with Tesla. Oh man, Tesla's been off the change. Off the change. Tesla been killing it, bro. Off the change. We put out plays every day, man. I think the day we was in Tesla up 114%. Last week,
Sorry, dog.
that Duke turnover chain.
LMV, you got the rest of the show until the sun come up in this corner right here. I ain't messing with you. LMV, bye. Sorry, dog. I'm interrupted. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Is that Duke turnover chain? Yeah, so IOD Squad, man, 786-459-9499, man. If you want to learn about crypto or options or just investing, man. We on the Discord every day, putting out plays. Coming down, follow. Text us IOD, we'll cook you up. Hey Welch, do y'all know who this Hey Welch is?
I do.
Hey Welch started her Instagram a week ago, Hayes, and she was in Miami today celebrating over 1 million followers.
Wow.
Double shot of whiskey. They know me and Jack Dale's got a history. There's a party downtown near 5th Street. Everybody.
That's the dude from the Miami Heat. This is the girl that went viral for Hawk Tour. Got her a manager and went to 1.1 million, bro. Now, I think she was talented. I think she's talented, dog. Somebody to be off the cuff. But I didn't know this was going to happen, dog.
I did.
Wow.
I did. When I saw that Hawk Tour 2024 hats, I knew what time it was.
She don't even, dog, if you listen to her talk, she quit her job. She's a vibrant little girl. She got a management company, and they just took her and started running with her. She's raw. She ain't no, like, she's a raw country girl. Like, they just took her and started running with it, bro. She don't even have the Hawk Tour video on her page. She got 9 posts.
Mm-mm. She did get mad about somebody saying she had an OnlyFans page.
When y'all get on y'all knees and pray at night, y'all ask God to bless y'all. This what y'all talking about. Get drunk, leave the club one night, talk to some black dude who don't know how to interview people. Be yourself. And in a week have 1.1 million followers. 1.1 million followers. And this is just on Instagram.
Hey, and all she said, you got to spit on that thing.
You got like somebody just asked what she did. Somebody just asked what did she do. I'm going to show you right now what she did. First quarter. What did she do? She became famous, dog.
Fuck food. Get that fuck food. Get that fuck. Get that food.
Some parody.
What you doing?
All right, you gotta get a mess.
Just fuck. Famous, dog. Just
Oh,
famous.
you gotta give him that fuck.
internet,
No.
the internet undefeated, dog.
Oh, you gotta give him that hawk to it.
It'll put in everything, huh?
How about the friend? And hey, the friend ain't even around no more.
She was so shy. She was so shy and nice, and that girl took that thing and ran with it. So
Reggie,
what he,
go right over there with LV, Reggie. Bye. I ain't even put it on the screen. Bye, dog.
so what she did was got interviewed one night coming out the club drunk, and the dude was just asking her questions. What do you do with a wife? What you do with an ex? What else? How did he get us out to it? What's your best move in
How
the
do you
bed?
get over? Yeah, he said, how do you get over an old boyfriend? She said, get under a new one.
Right, get under a new one. Right. And he asked her something about what's her best move in bed or something like that, and she was like, Tour, you got to spit on that thing, and it went viral. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the video right
Bro, what is going on with this Dallas
now.
Cowboys?
If you can find it, they done made so many. I was trying to get the get the chin strap off, but it ended with the look.
It's crazy. How you took the chin strap off last week?
You gotta give him that hawk to it. Spit on that thing. You get me?
Football bill. Can you get this chin strap?
I cracked myself up, dog.
I see. Clearly.
I cracked myself up, dog. You gotta give it that hot tour.
Clearly.
Okay, let's see what the video is. Let's see if we can find. Let's see if we can find a version of this video. Hey, for the people who've never seen it, bro. 1.1 million followers. Hayes.
Yeah, bro. No, I get it. But anyway, I'll leave that alone.
Why you want to leave it alone?
No, because I was going to, you know me, I'd be ready to get on my yeah. But anyway, yeah, man. Let's get up out of here. Let's see. Can you find it?
It's so hard. Yeah, I got it right
Probably
here.
hard. No, it's probably slumped in the hole. It's probably buried down on a bunch of different stuff.
Oh my God. I thought she was talented, but I didn't guess this fame. I didn't think it would be this though. No. Nah, it's buried, dog. Let's get up out of here. It's buried. Just go to TikTok and Google hot tour girl. Ha! Spit on that thing. Hayes went to sleep.
No, LMV, how did you get this comment out? You're supposed to be in the corner. You're supposed to be in the corner, LMV.
What's wrong with LMV, dog?
That's my girl, man. Anyway, let's get up out of here. I'm gonna see y'all in about 20 minutes on Primetime Talk. We're gonna get into it. Might get controversial, might not. It is what it is. But no, we don't have any guests in the kitchen tonight, but maybe somebody might come on and decide they want to go ahead and get slow roasted. And we'll get it in, man. Have a good time with 833 people and climbing in the building. Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. We in San Cabo. Took the private jet. Look at this, man. Look, come on, look, man. We got boats, we got scenery. Look, right over here is Carnival Cruise Line. Come on, man. Come on, right over there. You see the ship right off the window? Come on. Come hang with us on Hayes Street. It's a Hayes Street on every block. It's a Hayes Street in every city. It's a Hayes Street in every county. Guess what else, Street? Guess what I found out? In Nashville, Tennessee, there's a Hayes Street Hotel. We got to do a live show from Nashville one day from the Hayes Street Hotel.
Yeah.
There's a Hayes. It's called Hayes Street Hotel, and they got a Hayes Street Grill. Come on, dog. If it ain't no symmetry in there, come on, dog. They in Nashville, Tennessee. So maybe we need to holler at the Hawk Tour girl because she's from Nashville. See if we could mix something up and get it working. But I don't know. With that being said, we out here, man. Footballville mama feet so big, she really is the propeller to this boat right here that's floating by because she's swimming on the bottom of it. Peace.